Your information station, WTIM.
Good morning. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show. It's brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman, and joining us in this segment, we've got Aaron Cromit. And Aaron is a program and outreach manager with the Taylorville Public Library. Aaron, good morning to you. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well on this end. Glad to have you here in studio to tell us a little bit about the last couple months and events, and also what we've got going on right now, and also what we want to focus on in the future. So we've kind of got we'll call it a whole board that we're trying to get across here today, but we want to start with some previous events. I'm wondering, how did some of those events go for you, and what kind of stands out in your mind?
Well, we had a lot of really cool events this fall. We had some Halloween activities, the library crawl, which is like a pub crawl, but for libraries. We had really great participation in that. We had library card sign up month. We had tons of new library card sign-ups and a couple of prize winners. It's been really busy over there. We're just trying to get more activities and more exciting things for the community.
Well, Aaron, you've done that. You've done a lot of that here this year, and we'll talk about some of those coming up this month and also here in the future. But that library crawl, correct me if I'm wrong, it was kind of like, hey, head to the Stonington Public Library. We'll stamp you, and then kind of get a goodie bag and maybe make your way to the next public library. So did that kind of help other area libraries as well from your point of view?
Oh, I think so. I think it introduced people to libraries they don't normally go to, and show them all the different services that libraries offer. Even tiny little libraries like Blue Mound, they have amazing programs, free programs, really cool collections that you can tap into in any town you're in. And we are part of a network, so you can go to any of those libraries anytime and use their services too. It's really good to remind the people about how many things we have to offer at all of our libraries.
Yes. And the other thing there that you'd mentioned too is library card sign up month. So I knew that that was a big push there, and we're pretty happy with what the turnout was for it.
Oh yeah, we had tons of new signups. We had, I don't know the numbers, but they're ridiculously good. So we had a lot of new signups from people who had been to the library but hadn't been there for a while, and people who were totally new to it and didn't realize how many different things we had to offer there. We had a really good, successful turnout for that.
I am glad. I think the two kind of paired really nicely with the library crawl and then the card sign up month, because it was kind of like, hey, we got you in the doors, and maybe you are interested. Maybe you are more interested. Come back to us, or whatever the case might be. So I think those two paired really well. Anything else that stood out to you over the last month or so?
Well, with the Christian County Prevention Coalition that the library is a part of, it's a community group here that does a lot of great work. We've built some micro food pantries, and there's one at the health department right now. The second one is in the Christmas in the Park display at Manners Park, but it's going to be at the library. So we're going to have a micro pantry at the library too, outside. Okay. So you'll have access to food and toiletries and warming blankets, things like that. So that's a really exciting thing, in my opinion. The community really needs it, and we're fulfilling those needs one at a time.
Awesome. Well, Aaron, I was just talking to the Christian County Health Department about said micro pantry, and I did not realize that was something that the Prevention Coalition had spurred on alongside with you guys. But I love to hear that that's going to be heading right in front of your building. Kind of the same deal as what the health department's got as well, in terms of just the clothing, and then, like you mentioned, the warming kits, things like that.
Yeah, and toiletries and some food. It's the exact same micro pantry that they built for the health department. I don't think the community realize how many agencies are working together behind the scenes to bring them the services that they need. So that was Prevention Coalition. Library's part of that, health department. We work together every month to get these events and these things, these needs met for our community.
Well, that is wonderful. I didn't realize that it was a three-headed monster when it came to that, to be able to knock that out. But that is so great. So that'll be coming to you guys here in the next couple of weeks once Christmas in the Park is wrapped up.
Yeah, more. So we're collecting food for it now, and we will keep it filled with food and different items that people need.
Awesome. Aaron, that is certainly worth being able to touch on here. And I'm glad that you threw that out there before we talk about what we've got coming up this month. And as always, you guys are busy, and it's the holiday season right now. So I know that spurred on a few extra things for you as well. What can you tell us about this month and some of the events you got going on?
Right. Well, we have our regular programming, which is the preschool story time. That is every Thursday. Right now we have some moms that are volunteering to do the story time while we are we had our youth services person leave, so we're waiting to hire a new one. But so we're filling in. We've got volunteers, and we're not letting anything drop.
Awesome.
So we've got the preschool story times every Thursday. That's a small craft and a little story from babies all the way up to toddlers. We just had our art therapy on Friday. That's a new thing I'm doing. It was really, really fun. And I think in the new year, I'll be doing that twice a month. We'll stay tuned for details on that, but we just had that, and that seems to be a popular program that's getting more and more buzz going. We're going to have a sublimation printer craft night tonight. I'm still working out the kinks with that, so thanks for your patience with that. We are going to have a craft day, 2 craft days, the 22nd and 23rd, and it's basically, we have tons of samples of crafts. I have all the stuff that you need for it, so you can do them there. There will be like custom gifts that you can make for people, different crafts, different decorations, all different kinds of things. And I'll be there to help. Or if you don't want to do it there, you can like make a little kit and take the stuff home with you, and I can give you some instructions. There's gonna be several things for that. So what we're going to do is tonight, anyone who wants to do a custom tote bag or a custom we have little metal ornaments, if they want to submit pictures to me, and I'll have a couple of designs they can choose from. They can tell me what they'd like, and then I'll print that out and I'll have it ready for them to pick up the 22nd and 23rd on those craft days, so they can come for that. You can custom make some gifts for people or just have some fun, get together. There are a lot of choices, all different skill levels, all different age levels.
Awesome. So you're putting a lot of work in the back, behind the scenes here when it comes to this, but you said the 22nd and 23rd is when people can either come and enjoy it as kind of a session there, or they can come pick it up and take it home, and you'll shoot them some instructions and you'll have them taken care of.
Yes, exactly. So we have some sublimation printer, some customizable tote bags and ornaments. And they can send me pictures, and we can figure out what kind of design they'd like, whether it's a gift or whatever they like. And then I'll get those ready for them, and they can pick them up the 22nd or 23rd. And we will have tons of crafts all throughout the community room. I'll have samples, and it's, like I said, it's for all skill sets. There's some really cute craftsy stuff and some really elegant, pretty looking Christmas cards and bookmarks, different things. So there's something for everybody.
Oh, that is great. So the 22nd and 23rd from 3 to 5, I think you said,
yes,
is going to be the case there. Everything being free on top of it.
Always.
That is
always
really the best part. When you consider that there's no financial hurdle with it ever. My goodness. I mean, when I think about that too, it's like how nice for you to be able to just keep, things refreshed and things fresh when it comes to, hey, we'll also help you make some gifts and your ornaments and things like that. So for you, anything else that comes to mind when it comes to December?
Let's see. During the break, we didn't want to overschedule. People are usually pretty busy, and we have a lot going on. Like I said, unfortunately, when we get everything done, we're always there to help. But we are very short-staffed at the library. We only have so many people there. So we have to consider that when we're doing our programmings and things. But during the school break, I think we'll probably have some movies on and some popcorn. We'll definitely have some hot chocolate and coffee and things like that, so that people can come in and enjoy themselves and relax. It's always warm in there. It's decorated really cute. So I think during the Christmas break during the school break, we'll have some snacks and some movies going on and some little extra things that maybe aren't on the schedule. We'll post on Facebook.
Okay. And I think that's kind of nice for you guys as well, to be able to step back and enjoy the holidays a little bit as well. And just, have that atmosphere still full of Christmas cheer and things like that, but also not so much pressure, I guess, in terms of setting up an event while you're short staffed and things like that.
Yeah. We still want to meet the community's needs, and we still want to have fun activities, but we want to make sure that we maintain the quality and the level of quality. Because if I try and do too much and we don't have people to cover it, it ends up being less quality. And I want to keep everything, the best we can.
I certainly believe that, being that we're speaking right now with Erin Cromit, Program and Outreach Manager with the Taylorville Public Library. Something big that has taken place over this year has been the Imagination Library. And I'm just wondering where you're at with it right now in terms of numbers, but also what you might need from the community. What can you tell me about the Imagination Library after it's been rolled out now for the last few months?
Okay, for those who don't know, the Imagination Library was started by Dolly Parton. She's given away, I don't know, millions and millions of books, and it's every child from birth to age 5, birth to kindergarten. You sign them up, they get a free book in the mail every single month. And she's, like I said, she's reached millions here in Australia and different English speaking nations. But because of our director and some work we've done, we've brought it to Christian County. It's a big hurdle, it was a big step, but we have donor matchers, so we have people who will give us money when we raise money too. We had to raise $10,000 for the first year, which it's no easy feat. They did that, and it's wonderful, but we've had over 400 children sign up. I don't know the exact number. I'm waiting on a call back, but we've had over 400 children in Christian County sign up, which is wonderful. But we're about nobody is going to run out of funds, so we've got this handled no matter what. But we will need to start thinking about raising more money. Ultimately, we'd like $5,000 a year in order to get all the children who want to signed up, and to keep bringing more on. So it's been very successful. It's going to be wonderful, but we need to have some more donations come in. Anything helps, even $10, whatever. If anyone can donate, there's tax write-off for it. And, we really need to encourage reading for fun and to get those literacy rates up statewide and nationwide. I think everybody could agree that would help us all out if the literacy rates were higher.
Yes. And down the line, and for many things to come. And even here in Taylorville, I know that they've implemented new curriculum for ELA to kind of bump those literacy numbers up. So when you consider kind of pairing the two, getting your start 0 through 5 with a free book every month, 400 students or 400 kids already signed up is unbelievable to me. The last number I knew was something like 270 or something like that. So even since I've seen you last, you guys have grown with it as well. Is there a number in your mind where you're like, man, I feel really good? Or is the 400 number? I mean, what number do you want to see almost?
Every child.
I like that.
Every child in Christian County. I want to see them signed up. And if they are too old to sign up, I want to see them at the library. I want them to let me know, and I will get them books. We will get them books. And when there are books in every person, not just children, but for this Imagination Library, when every child in Christian County is signed up, I'll be happy. Well,
that is going to be a tall feat, but you guys have you've knocked out the biggest hurdle, which was actually getting it and implementing it, and that first the $10,000 needed to really get it started. But now we still need those donations to continue adding, and we don't want to turn anybody away. We're not going to turn anybody away, but we need the dollars to do so. So you mentioned the $5,000 amount for next year. Matching contributions, say I give $20, somebody knows already, somebody's going to step in and give another 20 on top of it.
Yeah, maybe we'll figure out some kind of things over the next year, some kind of fundraisers and some events. We've got a couple of ideas we're brainstorming, but like I said, we want to make sure it's really quality event and a really good idea before we go forward with it. But I think people getting together and raising funds together would be excellent. Some of the small businesses around here are wonderful with the library around summer reading program time. So I'm thinking maybe they can be generous for the Imagination Library as well.
I think you'll be able to find those folks, no doubt about it. Well, right now we're joined by Erin Cromit, Program and Outreach Manager with the Taylorville Public Library. We talked Imagination Library, their December events, and even their library crawl and card sign-up month as well, and how those two things paired together as of last month. We'll be right back with Erin Cromit here on WTIM, your information station.
Your information station. WTIM.
The Taylorville Tornadoes are on WTIM. Listen on air or online for all football, boys basketball, and playoff games of both teams on AM, FM, and streamed on the WTIM mobile app. Sponsored by the Taylorville Community Credit Union, the Christian County YMCA, Rural Rentals, and Scooters Coffee.
The purple and gold are coming your way. The Taylorville Tornadoes are going to do it today.
Hi, this is Jeff Robinson with Advanced Title Group Incorporated in Taylorville. We are Christian County's only locally owned title company with over 100 years of title experience in our office. Whether you are selling, buying, building, or refinancing your home, farm, business, or land, choose Advanced Title Group. Visit us at advancedtitlegroup.com. Stop in on the northwest corner of the Taylorville Square or call 824-8007. Advanced Title Group, excellence with integrity and experience.
Tune it in and listening to the news, hearing what's happening with local news across the country or in my town. I tune in to find out what's going down. Hey, hey. Local radio,
This holiday season, Springfield Clinic Taylorville celebrates the retirement of Dr. Rick DeValley after years of dedicated service. Here's Dr. Pavi Gill.
Dr. Del Valle's impact on our community has been tremendous. As he retires, our team remains committed to carrying forward the same compassionate care you've trusted for decades.
Springfield Clinic Taylorville, proud to serve our community today and always. Call 217-287-8855 to schedule an appointment today.
Managing your farm operations is complex, right? So is finding the right insurance to protect it. But it doesn't have to be. That's why you need me, Nicole Patrick, and Country Financial. As a farm certified representative, I have the expertise to provide you with the custom protection your farm needs. We've been protecting farms for more than 100 years, and we can protect yours too. Call me at 217-287-2332 to get a quote or book an appointment from Illinois' leading farm insurer.
Farm policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
CNB Bank and Trust has been helping open doors for Central Illinois farmers since 1854. Find out why they're among Illinois' top ag lenders by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Bob Reddings of the Bob Reddings family of dealerships. See our huge inventory of about 2,000 vehicles by clicking on our ad at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show. It's brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining us, Aaron Cromit, Program and Outreach Manager with the Taylorville Public Library. We talked their Imagination Library, the busy year here in 2025, and also just Library Crawl, their card sign-up month as of last month, and December events. Well, we want to talk a little bit about what they've got going on this holiday season in terms of their hours. And Aaron, what does that look like for you guys? What days will you be operating, and what can we expect from the Taylorville Public Library?
Well, our normal hours, just to put those out there, are Monday through Thursday, 10 to 7, Fridays, 10 to 5, and Saturdays, 10 to 3. For the holidays, we will keep those same hours, but we will be closed Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day. Other than that, we're going to be open, and we have lots of stuff going on.
Plenty of stuff in which we have heard about just moments ago. And even on those days where we're going to throw some Facebook blasts out there as well about some movies and some hot cocoa that we'll be doing as well. Aaron, I hate to do this to you almost when 2025 was as successful and as busy as it was for you, but I know you're constantly thinking about what's next and what's next. How do I make things better? And I'm wondering, in your mind right now, as we're already halfway through the month of December, almost nearing this new year, what do you see for the future of Taylorville Public Library in terms of events or things that you plan to do? What can you tell listeners?
Well, we are already planning the next year. As you'll well know, it takes a lot of planning. We would like to know what the community wants in terms of events and new programming. I'm trying to introduce new programming. We started art therapy programming, a passport program with a memory-friendly thing. It's kind of like a little travel documentary, a live travel documentary for all levels of memory, things on all ages. We're going to be doing that in the new year. We're going to be doing some different ages and different groups for book clubs, probably some D&D groups, some puzzle groups, some board game groups, some more different art things, just all kind of exciting events and things and services that we can get to offer the community. Everybody needs to get together. Everybody needs more fun things to do. So we have lots in the works, but we are asking the public to give us ideas too. Tell us what you need and we'll make it happen.
And if you're going to be a community-based group, organization, as a public library is, you got to know what the community wants. And so I think a good place to start is some of those D&D or some of those board game groups. I really think that is a great idea. Aaron, we have got like 15 seconds. Anything else before I let you go here today?
I'd just like to wish everybody happy holidays and come into the library. Remember that all of our programs and events are free and open to the public. You don't have to have a card. You don't have to be a resident. And we want you all to just come in and have fun.
Aaron, you're the best. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Aaron Cromit, Program and Outreach Manager with the Taylorville Public Library, joining us here on WTIM, your information station, and our morning show. It's brought to you by People's Bank and Trust and Landmark of Taylorville.